So I found out women are coming to Home Depot to find a man. So I'm going to be here all night.
Can someone tell me where all the good, godly men went?
Excuse me, can you tell me where the good-looking guys hang out?
I hang out here at Home Depot.
Where did all the good guys go? Why aren't I getting taken out on a date?
The men today are wondering what value a modern woman is bringing to my life anyway.
I don't think I can stand to hear one more "where are all the good guys" post.
Hi besties! This is part 2 of trolling for men at Home Depot.
Good men don't exist? Yes, they do. And I hate this, whether it's a joke or not that you're saying.
I was really
Tired of being played is what pushed them away. The only way forward is with peace. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support. Thank you.
Where did all the good guys go? Why aren't I getting taken out on a date anymore? I think guys are very cautious nowadays. A lot of times they're used as child support, a free meal, emotional support. But a lot of times when guys finally open up and ask the girl out that he really likes, he gets rejected or friend zoned because he's too nice. Guys are hardly treated as human beings anymore. They're treated as bank accounts and sex objects. People act as if that's their only value. So let me tell you what happened to all those dates and flowers and chocolates and gifts. Toxic girls.
If this keeps getting worse, I will go adopt a child and have no mother figure, 'cause it's better than being treated as a bank account. Because women broke us, they just use us to fix their feelings and then go find that guy to hurt them again. I got excuses from my ex that I was too nice. After that, I never wanted to have a girlfriend. 11 years passed already, and now arranged marriage, but with a good girl. Today, good guys get used. That's why there's no more. Let me tell you, I was once an angel. I'm a really nice guy, but it's hard to find a woman who won't judge you by looks. I was used in my last relationship. We're still here, just hard to find, because we don't want to be treated like trash, so we change. There is barely any good guys left, to be honest. The good guys are used and have been used for a lot of things. It's been a constant of multiple things that's led them to walk away from women or even dating completely. Some of them wanted relationships so bad, they traveled to other countries to find a woman that respects them and shows them love and appreciation. Again, the good guy is the last resort for these modern women when they've run out of options. They only use these types of men when they want to settle down.
Attention, Home Depot customers. If you are a single male and you are ready to mingle, I'm coming in. Please meet me at the lumber aisle so I can check out your wood.
Looking for a husband at Home Depot. Of course the aisles are empty.
a guy that is in a relationship to be interested in other girls, that's just cheating. But if a girl who's in a relationship becomes interested in another guy, it often means that she's not getting what she needs to get from that relationship.
Was she dropped on her head as a baby? Because I actually was, and I'm not that stupid. It means you are not mature enough to communicate with your partner. So, I can't have female friends, but you can have male friends. That means you only care about yourself. If a man cheats, it's his fault. But if a woman cheats, it's also his fault. I wonder how many hypocrites are livid right now. I just can't believe she said all that nonsense with a straight face. Women like her believe no matter what a woman does, it can't be their fault. It has to be someone else's. This is the double standard that men have to deal with on a daily basis. What she's doing is twisting the rule for women's benefits. This is what a hypocrite looks like.
Ladies, I'm testing out a theory today. I've heard that this is the place to find hot single men, and at this point I'm desperate enough to try anything, so let's go. Probably figure out what I'm pretend shopping for. I don't know, what do you get at Home Depot, like a ficus? He was married at exactly the word I was hoping to find here. It's just in the room. normal men here, or am I just blind? Okay, I think I'm scaring them off since I'm talking to myself. Abort mission. Okay, that was exceptionally disappointing. Back to Tinder, I guess.
If you're one of the young women that are always saying, where are all the good men at? Ask yourself this instead. Why am I attracting and attracted to the men that are not good for me? Ask yourself that question, reflect on it, and it'll get you much farther than asking yourself the former.
I don't think I can stand to hear one more "where are all the good guys" posts. Honestly, I can't. It just seems like the dumbest question ever. The nice guys are right there in front of you. They're right there. But you are doing exactly what you say you don't want done to you. You're being judgmental and superficial, living in some fantasy world and expecting perfection. But are you perfect? But just like you don't want to be judged for the shape of your nose or the size of your boobs or what size dress you wear or any of that other shit, you have no problem turning around being like, he's too tall, he's too short, he's got a couple extra pounds, or one eye is bigger than the other, or his teeth are spaced too far apart. You're fucking doing the exact same thing that you don't want done to you. And that is why you can't find the good guys. 'Cause they're still above you.
The nice guys are boring, though. They're mentally stable. They're not grabbing the attention of every woman. They're loyal. Who wants that? I just don't like being judged based on how the last guy treated her. I only can control what I can do, not what other guys done to her. Women can't see me. I'm invisible. The last few years, I've come to see that as a good thing. Nah, we just too boring, 'cause we ain't toxic like the bad boys they chase and have kids with. Ain't got the time or energy. Too busy working, and I don't care for drama anyway. Been burnt too many times in the past. Trust. I'll say it again. What women want and what they are attracted to are two different things. The best guy may not be the best looking. Modern women will never be able to find the good guy they're looking for because they're living in delusion. These women aren't realistic with what they're asking for. These women starts looking for good men once they're broken. They want to be repaired mentally. Do not step into that trap.
Single women are shopping for men at Home Depot. My husband is like, I'm not even in there long enough to make a purchase.
As a matchmaker, I'm always looking for opportunities for my single clients to meet other singles in a natural environment. Today, I'm looking out for my single ladies who like the contractor type.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the good-looking guys hang out?
I hang out here at Home Depot. Primarily, they're in lumber. Where do we meet men in Home Depot? In the lumber aisle.
Here I am in the lumber aisle. Don't see much happening right now, so I decided to take a walk around. Ooh, there's a guy. He'd be good for someone. And sometimes you gotta be a little inconspicuous about these things, especially when you're hunting for men. Oh, there's a cute one lady. So I made my way back over, and again, not much happening. There wasn't really anyone here that I would set my clients up with.
When is the best time to come check out men here at Home Depot?
In the mornings, Monday to Friday.
There you go. If you luck out, try again. Monday to Friday, lumber aisle, Home Depot.
Single girlies in their late 20s, early 30s. Where are we finding men?
Unfortunately, they are working overtime instead of going out and dating because they feel they will never be attractive enough or wealthy enough for a girl ever again. They would rather check their weather app than chat with another person on Hinge. If they're not at work, they're usually at home, the gym, playing video games with friends, or fighting for democracy. You're welcome.
Dating is just no longer worth the energy. It takes way too much energy and money from me. My dog is chill, and the gym is cheap. I've been on the dating apps as a man. I'll tell you, there's nothing more depressing. Very true. I'm tired of the non-reciprocation and indecisiveness. Rather, play video games. I don't want someone to love me anymore. I'll end up falling for them, treating them right. They'll get bored and step out on me, and I'll be left to pick up the pieces. The men who's expressing themselves in these comments speaks for a lot of men who's been in similar situations. If you treat a woman right, they tend to run away and do you wrong. And if you treat them wrong, they tend to stay in the relationship for a long time. It just doesn't make sense. The nice guy, the good guy, The man they use to take advantage of are all walking away from the mess called dating.
Fellas, always focus on building your finances before trying to build a relationship with a woman, because a broke man is a very unhappy man. And even if you decide to focus on that relationship first before your finances, it's not going to work either way, because your finances is going to constantly be pulling at you. You're going to constantly be upset thinking about it, that you're not even going to be able to focus on building that relationship with that woman. So focus on your finances, focus on where you want to be in life, and then start focusing on building a relationship with a woman. Some of y'all like to think, oh, if I have the right woman on my team, we can build together. No, every woman and every man should enter into situations already having their own built. That way, whatever somebody else is coming in with is an add-on and it's never a put-on.
For a man, the biggest distraction to him is women. A man should be focusing on finding his purpose and building his wealth. What a man needs to keep in mind is that these women come and go. The men that have made women their priority have suffered greatly and were never able to find their purpose. Keep in mind that these women have also destroyed kings. You do not want to be their next victim.
All right, TikTok. Y'all say to come to Home Depot to get a husband. Well, here I am. Where's the husband?
You can't find the husband because they're already married. You're 20 years too late.
Where is the best place to meet a guy in New York City?
I really like Ralph's coffee shop uptown, or I would say like sit at any nice restaurant with like a cool ambiance, but go with a girlfriend and sit at the bar. I feel like when you sit at the bar, people are more likely to come up to you and approach you for conversation. And I love like a little flirty note, dropping it in front of somebody with your number on it, like on the way to the bathroom. I don't know. I feel like little cute moments like that.
I like that that's such a bold move.
I don't know. I would, if I was single, I would do. I think people aren't bold enough because we've gotten so shy from dating apps, you know? But I think a bold move goes a long way.
Look, I finally snagged a man at Home Depot. Go me. Keep trying, ladies. There's hope.
But where are all the good men? All the good men are taken. Where can I find them? Bestie, they're everywhere. The same guy who is offering you coffee dates is taking another girl on vacation. But I will say that not every guy can treat you the way that you want to be treated, because the fact of the matter is only men who view you as their dream girl are able to really love, cherish, and spoil you. So you can work on being your best self. You can be in your feminine energy. You can be a high value woman, and you'll probably get better treatment in life and from men. But if you want the relationship that you really want, there's no convincing a man to treat you better. There's no proving yourself to him. There's no chasing after him to want you back. As much as he is your type, you need to be his type too. And if you're not, it's okay. You're someone else's dream girl. My fiance absolutely adores me, never wants me to lift a finger, truly wants to take care of every aspect of my life, and I love him so much. But I also know that not every man is capable of treating me the way that he treats me. That's all.
If you want a high-value man, you need to provide value to him. What do you bring that would make him choose you? I am too old to stress about relationships. Single life all the way. When these women say they want a high-value man, they're saying they want a man with money. To them, that's how they perceive it. That's the definition embedded in their minds. 80% of these women screaming, they want a good man, want a high-value man, have no idea how to keep such a man. All they see with such a man is a lavish lifestyle. Most of them think their looks is enough to keep that man around, but soon he will start having expectations of that woman. So again, these women aren't looking for a good man, they're looking for a sponsor.
I think I figured out the new way to find your husband. Hear me out. I think it's tech and business conventions. Why? Why is it tech and business conventions? It's not free, Lauren. You can't just show up there. You have to buy a ticket. Well, because you know that it's somebody that is doing well in their career, that has goals, that's very successful. There are industries that, you know, bring in great money. So if that's something that you're looking for, then I think it's a great place to check out. There were a decent amount of good-looking guys my age that worked in these industries that aligned with what I would be looking for if I was looking seriously. So I think I just had to come on here and tell my ladies about it. And, you know, if anyone wants to try it out and has any success, please let me know. But I think it would be a great opportunity.
Essentially, what she's saying is that she's looking for a daddy to take care of her. If you really pay attention to what this woman is saying, she's just looking for a man with money. Most of the things she mentioned was the industries these men work in and the large sum of money that's being paid out. Be careful.
If you are in a relationship with a man and you're going 50-50 on the bills, that is your roommate. These men be wanting women to be submissive to them, but they don't want to take the role of being a man and being a provider. And since you're going 50-50 on the bills, next caller.
Again, being a provider is for the man's wife, not for the woman he's dating. You can't just have the wife benefits when you're still running the streets. A man can't know whether to marry you or not if you don't show him that there's a wife built in you. If you're paying 100% of the bills as a man living with a woman, you have a guest in that house.
Okay, I found out girls are coming to Home Depot to meet a man, so I'm going to be here all day.
Yo, I've always said to go to Home Depot to buy your plants, and a man will come to find you. We also love a man that's handy. Also, shouldn't they have like a coffee shop or a gym connected to it?
So Home Depot really wasn't bad at all. There were a lot more men there than at the coffee house. Thank you for that tip, by the way. I did not meet anybody, but I did have a conversation, so that's an improvement. The icebreaker for that conversation, you know, for data's sake, when you're super short, ask for something on the top shelf. That helped me get a conversation going. You know, nothing serious, but I did not leave empty-handed. I scored this, wicked cool bag of doll heads.
Simple. It's because people don't respect your time. I literally just drove an hour away from my house to come see a girl that I've been talking to for a good, 2 weeks. We've FaceTimed, called, texted a bunch. We connect really well. And I drive out here to come see her. After yesterday, she bailed on me yesterday because of work. And I come out tonight anyways. And, yeah, nothing. Doesn't say anything. I drove an hour for nothing.
Looking lost in Home Depot to find NY husband.
You need help. You have had way too many failed relationships, failed talking stages, and people that were just not honest. And so you ask yourself the question of what's wrong with me? Why can't I find a partner? But have you just asked yourself, maybe right now is not the time that I should even be in a relationship? Maybe the reason it hasn't been working out is because I haven't been focusing on myself. If you don't feel like you've built your identity on your own, and you have no idea where you want to go, what your future goals look like, what your hobbies look like, then dating right now is just going to be wasting more of your time. And no, I am not saying stay single for years on end until you figure it all out. Just give yourself a few months and set some realistic goals for yourself. And in those few months, say, where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? What am I looking for in a partner? Because then once you have an intention for your future, it will not feel as confusing. Your path will make sense. And when someone comes in that doesn't mesh well with that lifestyle, it will also make sense as to why they had to go.
These women need to go heal themselves before they ruin the next man's life. They complain they can't find a man but party every week. They complain they can't find good men and walk past them all the time. I understand that they want love and a good man, but where was that energy when they were in their 20s? Where was that dedication when the good guy shot his shot? It's only taking them longer because chasing the bad boys was more fun at the time. Now we have women in their 30s to 40s who are struggling to find a man.
Hey, sorry, quick question. Are you looking for a wife? What? Are you looking for a wife?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, just like a wife? Like get married?
Yeah, like
today?
Eventually.
Oh.
What?
Not today?
Huh?
Oh, what about tomorrow?
I understand your desperation.
Something I don't really understand is when people say it's hard to meet people, for dating, I guess. And it's just walk into a Home Depot wearing a crop top and ask what a hammer is. It's easy.
Be honest with me. What is the real reason why you're single right now?
You can meet yourself, tremendo papi, at Home Depot. Yes, okay? Very important rule though, make sure you go inside the store, okay? Number one, and that he has a name tag because then you know he has a job, all right? And then you're like, but why? Asking yourself, why Home Depot? Why? Because you want a motherfucker who can fix your plumbing on a Sunday morning and then lay the pipe, bitch. That's what's up, all right?
Went to Home Depot to find a man.
Home Depot because I need to change my light and hopefully I can find my man in there. Looking for the man. Hi. Hello. I'm looking for...
They want to marry you.
They're just not handy over here. I don't think they're good with their hands. I need somebody that's good with their hands. Ain't nobody wanted to help me, okay? Ain't no man in here wanted to help me. They probably don't even like me.
Circulating to this young lady talking about middle-aged women and we mad, mean, miserable, and lonely, right? And that we missed our opportunity to have a good man, and that's why we out here, we just lonely. First of all, let me just clear something up, right? Majority of us middle-aged women, because I consider myself a middle-aged woman, I'm 46 years old. A lot of us are single by choice. Not because we missed our opportunity, but just for the simple fact that the caliber of men that's out here now, to me, in my opinion, are not even worth dating or having a relationship with. And the fact that a lot of you young girls, because a lot of y'all are 20 years younger than me, but you look like you're my age. And that's because you living hard. You know, you doing the age that you are now versus the age we were back then. You all are doing way more for way less with these men. Y'all are out here wouldn't have men if you wasn't spending money. It's just like y'all getting pimped and played.
Yeah, this is a lie. These women can tell themselves they're single by choice, but the truth is, it wasn't their choice. It was life that decided for them. And 46 isn't middle-aged lady. You're above that. She's a 46-year-old woman and still can't leave men alone. The women who are so-called single by choice have missed their opportunity indeed. The chasing and partying was way more important to them. She would only be considered middle-aged if she's gonna live up to 90. This auntie can continue focusing on herself. I think the men are good.
Men want attention and will do anything to get it, just like a child.
Let's correct that statement, okay? Some people will do anything for attention and do anything to get it.
They will be good to get attention and they will be bad to get attention.
It's almost like that's part of human behavior.
Stop answering to men when they make childish or pandering or accusatory statements.
Does one mean like this one?
Responding to someone who has interrupted a conversation that they aren't even invited to is like saying it's okay that they're there.
Well, that's nice, but I'm definitely interrupting this conversation.
Ignore, delete, block, whatever you have to do to not trigger a cortisol or endocrine or any kind of response in your body. It's about you.
Now there's a radical change in priorities. Everything is about the individual and their feelings.
The less that you acknowledge that it's happening, the more that it becomes background noise and the more that it literally just doesn't even exist anymore.
But yet, here's a post about it.
But for women to recenter and heal and decenter men and not consider them to be a part of blah, 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 to not consider them, they aren't invited to this piece of ourselves that is working on ourselves, that is working on us being the center.
Yet, ironically, one is still centering men in this conversation.
And no amount of good behavior or bad behavior or tantrum throwing or gesturing is going to get precedence over me and my well-being. Once I'm centered in that space, I'm willing and able to listen to anybody.
Just a thought here, but perhaps the best way to get others to listen to what one actually has to say would not be to start out generalizing a group of people just for the sake of grabbing their attention, and then perhaps one's words might actually carry more weight.
I don't know where this woman gets her information from, but she needs to fire her source. Most men will do anything to avoid drama. They just want an easy, uncomplicated life, filled with the things they enjoy. If anything, women do anything for attention, and it's worse. When they don't get it in the real world, they come online to get some validation. Everything this woman just described are things most women would do.
Need to stop pretending you need a man or XYZ. It's like, no.
We do need men, though.
We don't need them.
We do.
No, because they're lesbians.
Who do you call to get your car fixed? A man or a woman? Your toilet breaks down. Who do you call?
So I fix my own car.
Who runs the infrastructure of society? Men or women?
Oh, at the moment, men, obviously,
Yeah,
the
so
patriarchy.
regardless of that, like, you agree that men run the infrastructure, so therefore
Oh, at the moment, yeah, men run the world.
We need men.
Yeah. On a wider scale, yes. On a wider scale. On a personal scale, no. Because you don't need a man to provide for you.
Right.
You can earn our own wage.
But we need men to run the industries that keep us alive and well.
Not necessarily, no.
So,
because I know female mechanics, engineers, carpenters.
But remember, that's exception. Like, those industries are like 99% male.
Yeah, but for now.
We need to stop pretending that we need women. We got trans man. We should lay down all work for a month and let these goofy girls do our jobs. Let's see how that goes. If men disappeared, the wheels would literally fall off overnight. Back to the dark ages for the women. Why do these ultra-strong feminine ones always have those short haircuts? And being that kinda frustrated. Ask a woman, would they take a job cleaning the sewers for 100K or work a professional job for 30K? Guess which one they choose. The only thing this woman is missing is a purple hair and 20 piercings. These male-hating feminists will never give men the credit they deserve for building the infrastructure. Women have had the opportunity to jump in other fields, but they've been doing the same exact job for years now. Every woman who's screaming they don't need a man, they should really look at the house they're living in, the internet access they have, the phone they're using. 99% of everything in their homes was built by a man.
I swear you guys romanticize being a woman that's been hurt and then finally getting a good man. Yes, you're gonna feel good, but you know what's terrible is not knowing how to treat that man sometimes. Like, there are gonna be days where everything he does irritates you. Like, oh, you're not gonna fix this issue and come up with the solution that I want at the time I want it? I should leave. You're gonna always be looking to leave. You're gonna look for a reason to leave, and you're gonna look for reasons to not trust him when he's giving you no reason. So ladies, take care of that man. Be patient with him as he is patient with you.
So modern day women want men that make $300,000 a year, working 30 hours a week, make that make sense, while getting benefits for the family and being home at 4 p.m. every single day so he can take on the labor of the children, the labor of the house duties, and their overall household responsibilities like cooking and cleaning on top of working till 4 p.m. As if that's not unrealistic enough, he's also supposed to give up any of his hobbies, not be interested in football, be interested in only her needs, her expectations, her wants, her hobbies, and he's also supposed to make enough money to contribute to her side hustles. As if working and the labor-intensive activity isn't enough, men are also expected to be emotionally available, emotionally in tune, so much so that he's also supposed to somehow add in therapy and still be home on time. But not only that, is he can't just be emotional, he can't be too emotional because that's not masculine enough. And then all of a sudden, he's too feminine and giving her the ick. As if that's not bad enough, when he can't meet these unrealistic expectations in the first place, as soon as he meets one, the goalpost is likely going to change. Therefore, he spends his entire time trying to make somebody happy that ultimately cannot be happy in the first place. And if that's not unrealistic enough, she'll meet the guy that works at McDonald's making $13 an hour and cheat on him with a boy just because that boy is working 20 hours a week and is able to listen to her more and understands her more. And her options on the internet are more important than him busting his ass to make it happen for his family. Oh, and yet him asking just to be loved and asking for appreciation, that's just too much for these modern day women, These women don't owe them shit, but still expect everything. Make that make sense. And as if this isn't confusing enough, even as a woman, it makes no fucking sense. And it makes all the sense why men have given up in the first place. Okay, bye.
Working and making $300,000 a year is $193 an hour. If you ask these entitled women, what's the percentage of men that makes that much money? None of them will be able to tell, and they don't care. What they care about is for their crazy standards to be met. So many men are tired and underappreciated because of their selfish partners that's stressing them out. These men cannot function properly because there's no balance in their relationship. My question is, why continue dealing with such a woman when you can show her the door?
Max Tracks 04, thanks for your response. Yeah, I hear this a lot, that, women sometimes want to go for the excitement or the bad boy or the guy who, gives them the adrenaline rush as opposed to the safer, calmer, stable guy who may likely make a better partner for them. So yeah, I imagine that the friend zone thing does happen. I'm hoping that I can help women to start thinking, what do they really want in their life ultimately? And if it's not that kind of bad boy rush, that perhaps we can back this up, and this whole friend zone thing won't be so much of an issue because they'll see the stable guys as prospective partners right off the bat. Thanks again for your response.
I'm dying for a good, stable man. Bad boys are labeled bad for a reason. Had too many of those. Talk to me, hold me, get to know me, love me, and I'm yours. The thrill and excitement that these women are chasing will become a very exhausting thing to them when they want to settle down. They can never get the bad boys to love them or settle down with them because he doesn't see a relationship with them. It's just fun for a good time and not a long time.
She don't see us? You see me?
Yeah. Yes, I see you. You see me?
Hell yeah, I see you. Both of us sitting here looking like two.
If he's not paying all of your bills, then you are not in any relationship with him.
So if a woman insists on paying her own bills, even if she considers herself to be in a relationship with someone, according to this person, they're not actually in a relationship because he's not their sugar daddy.
Why the hell would you give him a full access to you if he's the only person who benefits from that relationship?
And how does that make sense?
Men benefit just by being seen with you.
Men? Did you know that? You benefit just by being seen with a woman.
Just by sharing your energy, your precious feminine energy with him and your beauty, you're giving them extra confidence and ego boost. You're just giving them social and personal promotion for free, just by giving them an access to you. And another thing is that why would you give him husband privileges if he is not even able to cover all of your bills?
Some women actually don't like being dependent on men to pay their bills. They prefer to do it on their own, whether or not they're in a relationship with them or not.
He's the only person that benefits from that, not you.
Oh dear.
Men fall in love by investing in you. And if you don't make them invest in you, then sooner or later, they will stop respecting you.
Let's hear it for transactional relationships, ladies and gentlemen.
It's him paying your bills. It's just bare minimum. It's your non-negotiable. It's 2024 and we need to become a little bit more selfish.
Remember, the moral of this story is, in order to be respected as a woman, you need to get paid. No.
I'm in my 40s and this is exactly why I don't even try to date. It's looking more like a business and less like a relationship. My relationship of 15 years is based on sharing everything 50-50. Whatever happened to I don't need no damn man? There used to be another name for women that you paid to be with you, and it wasn't wife. This is literally why I got divorced and will stay single. Because why on God's green earth will I want to put up with this? This girl lives in her own reality if she thinks a man benefits by just being with a woman.
Men benefit just by being seen with you.
To benefit from something, there must be a return, correct? What does that man get for just being with a woman anyway? Her bad attitude, her so-called high-value woman energy? I can't seem to think of a single benefit. Fellas, you must be careful going forward if you plan to add a woman into your life. Some of them will lead you down a path to misery, and some of them will try to uplift you and help you grow. As a man, it is your duty to study the kind of woman you allow into your life.
say in el Home Depot, there's really good looking guys, and we're gonna see who we find. Let's see who we find that would be worth. Come on, let's see who we find. It's not for me, it's for the ladies, okay? Les estoy tirando paro. Let's see, aquí no hay ningún señor.
Option 1. This one is taken already. Option 2. Option 3. Option 4. 5. Option 6. Option 7. Option 8. Option 9. Option 10.
Ahí me dicen cuál piensan que fue el mejor, ¿eh? Esta opción ya está tomada. He's taken already, sorry. He's always here, but he's already taken.
Hold what? 30
$15.
30.
15.
Where's
15.
the price even at? Hold it.
Hold it with like huevos.
Strength. Con huevos on there.
Good men don't exist? Yes, they do. And I hate this, whether it's a joke or not that you're saying. Like, so many girls are like, all men are trash. Like, there are just no good men anymore. Whether you think that or not, or you're saying it as a joke, subliminally, subconsciously, I feel like your brain believes that. So you're only ever going to find shitty men. There are so many good men out there. Think about your dad. Maybe not a good example for some people, but your brother, your friends, your family. Like, you know so many good men. Obviously, you can't date them, but think about that. If there are so many good men in your life that you're either related to or your friends, like, there's that for everybody. Like, I know so many great men. And also, like, if you haven't seen great men in your lifetime, number one, that's crazy. But number two, even still telling yourself that, joking about it day to day, then all you're going to find is shitty men. All you're going to, because that's what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so funny because on this page, oftentimes I get called a man hater, typically by men because they don't like when I call them out. Yes, I hate men who treat women like shit. That's the men that I'm usually talking to or about to my girls. But there are so many great men out there. So quit telling yourself that there isn't.
This woman is correct. Good men exist, and they're starting to become rare to find. Considering 63% of men have walked away from dating completely, these women really will have to start competing for the bear they love so much. Why are these women shocked that they can't find good men anyway when they're screaming from the top of their lungs that men are trash? Why would he interact with you after seeing your thought process? The smartest decision men have made in this generation is walked away from dating. They've been able to save more money, have more free time, and of course be at peace.
I don't know why it's so hard to find a good guy in this generation. Like, I'm just trying to love you, give you my heart and my throat. I mean soul. I mean soul.
I'm here at Home Depot. And I heard this is where you find your husband.
All right, so I heard the girls were having such a rough time with meeting men. Great men. Underlining the great part. But if you're not on a specific matchmaking type of dating app, these are the places I personally would recommend. Volunteer events, networking functions, classes and workshops, fitness clubs, and lastly, cultural and hobby events. I hope this helped all my single ladies.
Don't chase booty. If I got to chase my wife, then I'm going to have to keep chasing her to keep her.
That's right.
You men that chase women, the moment you start chasing that woman, you're going to have to keep chasing her.
Keep it up.
That keep her. You're going to have to keep it up.
I agree.
Right off the bat, we're going to go ahead and debunk this whole myth of there aren't any more good men left. I don't believe that because I genuinely do not believe that that was God's design. That in 2023, God said, they're all gone, ladies. Sorry, just gonna have to wait till I come back and we'll figure this thing out and we'll start over in the new life. No. When God created man, he said, hey, Adam, my guy, not good that you're alone. And he created a helpmate. So unless God has changed his mind about his idea for creation, you are that man's helpmate.
They do not look at it as being that man's helpmate. They look at it as non-stop labor. They like having their man ready-made. They don't want to go to the trials and error with that man. These women will be asking for the good man for a long time because men aren't dealing with them anymore.
Okay, so there's this guy at the bar. He's really cute, and I think I'm gonna try to say hi. It's right there. Wish me luck.
Is this seat taken?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Have you had the holiday special?
Huh?
The holiday special, have you had that? It's really good. I've had it before. So are you here on business or pleasure?
I'm here just trying to have a drink.
You know what? We have got to give her her respect for shooting her shot, but asking a man if he's here for business or pleasure is proposing a whole nother thing, if you know what I mean.